Today on Tricks Fix, we are going through swing through tips. Things we're going to be talking about are bounce radius, chest position, eagles, and momentum. So this specific video is going to be for long swing chains, not necessarily a power buildup. When you're doing the longer swing chain, you don't want to go super fast. You actually want to focus on going up continually so that you actually have like a split second of rest. So check out my right leg here. Right there is when it speeds up and it stops about 90 degrees in the front. And all my energy is focused in my foot because that's the end of the pendulum. So that's the speed that I can create the most out of. And then in my left leg, I need to make sure that my chest is right above my hip, which is right above my knee, which is right above my ankle, so that I'm not using excess energy to try to pull myself together. So man, Cork into the mix in this one, but keep an eye on the eagle. They're all the same in every single one. Something to focus on is whichever one you're good at. If you're good at corks or good at G switches, you have to compare the other one to that one. So I'm good at G switches and not so good at corks. But when I'm doing a cork, I just think it's a G switch with a twist. When you're doing a G switch, if you're good at corks, think it's a cork without a G switch or without a twist. That will just make you do your comfortable setup. It'll make you put your full power behind it. You'll be comfortable with it. If you tell yourself you're bad at it, you're just going to keep being bad at it. You have to tell yourself what you're good at and then apply that to what you're bad at. And check out the setup I use in this one. So it's just a double step. And when I do that, I cock my right leg back so that I can speed it up to the maximum. And it allows me to get on top of my leg a lot better. Next up, we're going to be talking about the eagle. The way the eagle is created is you just complete your trick in the air as fast as you can so that you can look at the ground and fix your body positioning so that you can guarantee that all your weight is above your left leg and your right leg is cocked back so you can speed it up at the bottom. And this clip right here is the perfect example of that. So I was actually planning on only doing 3 G switches, but I ended up doing 4 to fix it. So cork is good, but here my chest was too far forward, so I gainered a bit. And then I had to do another extra gainer there to get that power build up into the last one because I have to be going slightly back to change my momentum to go upwards for the double cork. And little disclaimer here, Eric is good as fuck. He can dub and triple, but he is not the greatest at swing, so I'm going to be breaking up his swing tech here to give you guys an idea of what he's doing wrong so you can potentially fix your guys' swings. So first thing I'd say is the master scoot's not exactly over the top, which I think makes it hard not to twist into the gainer switches. Those ones were kind of high, but they worked because they were high. He was able to adjust. Same thing with that master scoot, but here he's actually too fast on that last one. That's why he couldn't do another one there. Too low to the ground. So about looking at the ground, you actually do want to look at the ground, but not for too long. So look at his eyes. What he's doing is actually really good. So he's looking at the ground, and then he is bringing his head up right as his left leg touches so that all his weight is aligned. His head is, above his shoulders, above his hips, above his knee, above his ankle. Next up is the power swing. So here, the reason he doesn't make it is because he waited too long on his left leg. He needed to use the momentum that he created, and he did not. He just let it cushion. So right here, he needs to extend his left leg towards the floor and hit a larger eagle. And then once he feels the floor give him that little bit of bounce, then he'll be able to explode into the trick that he's going into. And just make sure that with whatever trick you're using for your power trick, that you have it on smash. Don't try to do a trick out of a new setup that you don't have guaranteed good control over. One more thing that's going on is he isn't staying square. So it's easy to understand in a G switch that you need your hips to be really square when you're going over and out of it, even when you're going into a twisting move. So right here, you can tell he turns his right hip over almost like he's doing like a round kick instead of a swing, and that causes you to drop your shoulder, causes you to stay low to the ground instead of going up. So you want to go up first and then do the trick that you're going for once you're in the air. Also, when I'm doing a twist out of any swing, I use 2 arms to pull it, and when I'm doing another G switch or a gainer, I am using just my left to counteract my right swinging leg. My right arm just kind of sticks out. It balances me and slows me down at the end of the flip so that I have time to see the ground in my eagle. And I am going for dub at the end of this one, but it doesn't work because I'm doing consistent swings, not a power swing. So if you look at that last G switch, it was not a power swing because I didn't eagle soon enough so that I wasn't able to get completely on top of my hip. The more on top of your hip you are, the more lift you're going to get versus like continuous backward momentum for the consistent swings. And this is a really good example of the consistent swing versus the power swing. So watch the first 4 flips on how close I am to the floor, how long my contact time is. It's much shorter compared to the power swing. So really quick jumps here, and then right on this one, you could tell my eagle was larger, my contact time was longer. I just didn't land that because I'm screwing with my double cork tech. I'm shooting for triple real soon here, so just messing with my double cork tech to speed it up, the twisting and stuff. But yeah, that was a good height one. Yeah. One last thing is, so G-switch swings work really well because you go perfectly upside down, so there's no reason not to make the cork go as upside down as you can, especially with dub swings. I find that I swing the dub consistently more often when I go more upside down, so do that if you want to swing. It makes sense because you hit your eagle more vertically instead of around the side. You don't want to keep your corks low to the ground and try to just like time that swing because you're going to be torquing on your hip. You just want to finish the trick, eagle, big, and then adjust yourself to the floor. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I want to grow this channel as much as possible to help as many trickers as possible because I want to be surrounded by good trickers and I want the community to grow. So make sure you do that. And also, if there's any tricks that you need help with, make sure to let me know so that I can help you guys with that.